Hello everyone, Carlos Flores, back on basics. So, let me fix my hat. Before we begin this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel at Back on Basics 9985. Hit the notification button so you can get notified of any new video that comes on board. If you have a question, a topic, a suggestion, if you have a comment, if you want me to give you my take on any topic or and make a video about it, put it in the comment section and I'll be more than happy to do so. If you want to connect with me on other social media outlets, on Facebook, you can actually type in Carlos Flores Jr., Flores with an S at the end, on Instagram and on X and on Threads, you can actually type in at Back on Basics. So, let's talk about today's topic. Today's topic is about regulating emotions. It's very important to me because I have worked on this on this topic the most. Why? Because sometimes remember the saying, I wear my emotions on my sleeve? It's because I don't have a poker face. People know when I'm mad, when I'm sad, when I'm angry. I mean, when I can't, when I can't communicate, non-verbal cues, I give them out. Again, I don't have a poker face when my emotions are not regulated. And so regulating emotions is very important because a lot of us tend to make decisions based on our current emotion at the time that we're trying to make that decision or connect with somebody to get a difference of opinion. But we base it a lot on our current emotions, whether the emotion is good, bad, or ugly. And that's not the way that it should be. Remember, we have to regulate our emotions so that way we can make very critical decisions. So that way we can make decisions in the here and now. So that way we can help others and teach others how to regulate their emotions so that way they can adapt to what life brings, what life throws at you, what life surrounds us with. We have to understand that. So, if you look at my shorts, one in Spanish, one in English, you can see that I'm outside with an umbrella. Why? I love the rain. I love it. I love it. Why? Because it regulates my emotions. I mean, coming in here, I'm already motivated. I'm already centered. I got off of work. I came here. I did a little bit of chores. And then I went outside and I stood with the umbrella. Before even making the short, I stood with the umbrella for about 5 minutes. I loved it so much. I said, hey, I'm going to make my videos here. And that helps me a lot. Rain just soothes me. I actually have some videos of soothing rain way back. Even before I restarted this channel. It's one of the first videos. It's about 45 minutes of soothing rain, serene rain, waterfalls, water, the Amazon. I mean, there's different kind of videos that you can do. I mean, I use some of those myself. I just bring it up. I don't even have to watch anything because it's a still picture, right? But the sounds is what soothes you. Remember yesterday we were talking about music. So I'm connecting emotional regulation to not only sound, but visuals, but auditory, listening to them, tactile, touching things or doing things. I mean, there's so many different things. Smell is also another one. One of the things that I remember when I was a little kid in El Salvador is that when the first rains came on, I could smell the wet dirt, and it's not wet, and it's like it's moist. I mean, it's barely wet, but you can smell it, and it smells so good. I mean, that's in here, and it's actually very deep in my mind. The nice thing about it is that sometimes it goes from the sight to the smell, and then it goes to the taste. Why? Because, I mean, when I was a little kid, I loved to just smell and then see and sometimes even taste the dirt because it smells so good. I mean, I'm being an open book, ladies and gentlemen, and that's the reason why rain soothes me. It just makes me so even keel, even if so regulated. And so I want to make sure that you find the activity that does that for you. It could be anything. Look at all of the videos that I have given you suggestions on activities. Let me give you a few suggestions right now. So deep breathing is one of them. Remember, all I said is deep breathing. Oh man, I'm not going to do the deep breathing right now because I'm so mellow right now because of the rain. If I do deep breathing after being outside in the rain and being so mellow, I mean, I'm probably going to fall asleep. One of the things that's very important is whenever you're making a decision, whenever you're trying to regulate your emotions, you have to label each emotion that you see, you feel, you sense, right? So you have to label it. Oh, this is anger. Oh, this is anxiety. This is happiness. This is elation. Why do you have to label the emotions? Because that way your brain processes the fact that you're saying, oh, I feel like, or I sense some anger. See, that's going to be recorded, right? That's going to be focused on. Remember when I talked to you about doing a body scan? You can actually do a body scan not only laying down, but also standing up. You know, just scan your top to the body all the way down to the bottom of your toes. And then you can also get some ideas of what kind of emotions you have. And then you can start looking at how can I regulate them if I need to regulate them. So another thing is pause before reacting. Why do we do that? Remember what I said. If we don't regulate our emotions, a lot of the times we're gonna make decisions based on emotional imbalance or sometimes emotional charge. I've seen, ladies and gentlemen, people that mean well, but because in that time they're not regulating, they're not labeling their emotions, and so they just let a big emotional dump out. And sometimes people just, sometimes people get hurt. Sometimes people misunderstand things. And so you have to make sure that you pause before you react. Pause before you react. Physical activity. I'm telling you, in the winter time, I don't know why, I love walking in the rain. I have my umbrellas. I have a bigger one. I'll be doing that. So you'll be seeing me walking maybe 3, 4, 5, 6 miles. And then this is my time. This is where my time is. Because where everybody sleeps, I'm up walking. And I'm doing that. Because remember, one of my goals is to get to 200 by the new year. I'm at right around 216 right now, and I think from now until the end of December till New Year's, I think, and I know I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna get to 200. So using self-soothing techniques. There's so many ways that you can calm yourself down. There, I gave you the example of me in the rain. I mean, if you put me in the rain, or if you put me around and put music that's kind of like rain, soothing rain, or any kind of rain, I love it. It soothes me. So use some of those activities to self-soothe, to make sure that you're making the decisions in the best interest of you and those around you. Because you can't just go on emotion. Because if you go on emotion, then you'll be making a lot of decisions based on how you feel, and that may not be the best emotion that you make the decision with at that point in time. It's better to make it with a neutral decision. It's better to make it with a neutral in the present moment. So, okay. Last one that I'm going to talk about is set boundaries. You know, when you're balancing your emotions, when you're trying to deal with life, right? When things are falling apart all around you, when people may not be supporting you as much as you want them to support, you set boundaries because you need it. You need to balance your emotions. You need to just sit down, lay down, relax, do a preferred activity, and then when you're ready, I'm not saying that you're regulated, but when you're ready, then you can come out and interact with the people that you need to interact or that you want to interact. And so setting boundaries is very important. That's one thing that I'm still working on, because I tend to be a helper, ladies and gentlemen. That's the reason why I make these videos. But I tend to be a helper, and a lot of the times I push myself beyond the limits. So I'm working on it. So you and I can work on it together. So those were some of the tips that I was giving you. But the importance of not making a decision when you're not emotionally balanced, emotionally regulated, is important, because you don't want to regret it later on. Decisions sometimes are very final. So don't regret it. Regulate your emotions so that way you can deal with life on a daily basis. Back on basics.